Hey, good morning, everybody. Glad to see everyone. It is an awesome day in the morning motivation. We are here to bring the inspiration, and you have missed out on some of the good little tips and tricks that Mr. Julio gave out that he caught from the Gary Vee and the Tony Robbins event. He's over in the Chicago area right now. We're over in the LA area, or the LA, let me listen to Las Vegas, Nevada area. We're over here. We're getting us some information, tips, and tricks and knowledge on how to increase ourselves, our business, and everything that we do on a day-to-day basis. And that's what Julio was talking about a minute ago as well. Going to these events, investing into yourself, to listen to the people, to get the knowledge if you're wanting something different within your life, surrounding yourself with people of like mind and energy and vibrations and moving their self in a direction. So now what we're doing, we're network marketing right here, co-mingling together, co-creating. And now that we surround ourselves with these people, and now we're all linked up in that social media aspect, now the things just keep going out more and more because we have more eyes on our eyeballs and more eyes on our offer because we're learning how to get our information out there to the world. We're learning how to be a better person, how to brand ourselves even more, how to copyright us, because when you give born in this world with a name, you're going to end this world with a name. And guess what you get to take with you? Nothing but that name. So have fun within life and the things that you're doing and the energies and the places that you're going, because we are doing something different within our life because we wanted a different energy. We wanted a different vibration. Either was our health, or we're, just wanting something different in general because we may have lost a job, getting tired of layoffs. Our physical aspects may have been breaking down. No matter what you think, I want something different within my life. Well, don't wait for an excuse to say, well, I can do it tomorrow or I can do it next week. Well, guess what? Tomorrow and next week is not given. Today is here. You're up. Might as well do something for yourself today, because coming in this and learning how to do affiliate marketing through, 2.5, 3 years ago, and just in 2018, to see the people that have started shifting their lives and their aspect, it was recorded the regular way of advertising between the yellow pages, the billboards, newspaper magazines, radio and TV commercials, right? That was the way it was always done. Now with the social media that came in within 2008 and started shifting lives on how people were actually advertising again through social media. And then now just in 2018, they said it was $20.5 billion. We surpassed the average advertising, the digital marketers. We have surpassed it by $20.5 billion. So we are making more than the average people are now, the average advertising. So just with ours getting our offers out there and getting things out there, that's a big increase. 2019 is going to go up another. And 2020, it's just going to go up even more. Why? Because people like us right here are learning how to do something different, a new skill, a new education platform, a new products, new services, and how to get it out there to the world. And we're not having to do it door to door anymore. So able to get products and services on our offers, to be able to go and increase ourselves, our own knowledge and our own everything. And like Julio was saying a minute ago, what was the main topic that they talked about? Same thing over here at this event, two different sides of the world, but what was the main thing that they talked about? The big key part was us first, our mindset first, getting us kicked up and ready for the day and knowing that we can accomplish it because we are power. We have the knowledge. We can always increase our knowledge every day and get more and more knowledge every day. So if you're sitting and say, I'm stuck, well, why are you stuck? Grab a different book. Go listen to a different podcast. Go listen to something else. Go to an event and pay attention to what they're saying, and don't go in with a closed mind or closed ears. Go in ready to receive the information that they're about to send you. And that way you can see, oh, wow, he's 43, 46 now. Wow. He started all over? Yes. Something brand new.
I'm going to hop in the background.
Hey, Crush, how are you this morning? There we go. So every day, what are you doing different for you? What are you doing that's going to make you happy each day? What makes you want to get out of that bed each morning? For a long time, I was always excited. I got up a new job. I got this. I'm going to this. I'm going over here. I'm going to this part of the country. It's always cool until it got to where it was mundane, and I started missing my family and started missing my life and started realizing that my time was gone by the services that I was providing. But knowing, and I found another service that I could provide, that I could actually have my time back. When I started living my life for me and stopped with the time clock for somebody else, then it was like my life shifted tremendously when I started paying attention more to what made me happy instead of others. Started doing things that was going to make me happy instead of my girlfriend, or my wife. Knowing that she has to make her happy first. So once I realized that, hey, I need to start here first. So when I got up and I started giving myself the love and started telling myself that I'm handsome and started telling myself, you look good today. Yeah, I feel good today. Awesome. So when I started getting that energy back, and it's like, wow, we can go out into the day. So that was the same message that they was telling us at our meetings over here yesterday. Almost every speaker that come up ended some of their part with making sure that you are first. You're filling your cup up first, and you're giving yourself the energy. So if everybody that is making millions of dollars across this world are teaching people to work on their mindsets first, like Julio said, we're in the
They were talking in the billions, Thomas.
Yeah.
They rarely mention millions. They were talking billions, brother.
All right. So then that's another thing that came up that I'll throw out. So if you are thinking a millionaire mindset, that's why you're not a billionaire. So if you want to be a billionaire, think a billionaire mindset. That was one of the.
They were going like this. They said it's a thermostat technique. They said where is your mental thermostat on how much money you want to make? Where do you see yourself? And another reason we always speak on this, or you've spoken on this a number of times, Thomas, is why do you want to make that amount of money? The vision. What is your vision as an individual? What is your vision? What do you envision for yourself, and why do you want to do it? Why do you, is it just so you could have all your bills paid? Why do you want to become a millionaire? Why do you want to become a billionaire? The mindset of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Once you do, what next? All right. You got the billion, or you got the million. That was your mindset. Now what? All right. You got it. It's in the bank. Now, what can you do for your community? What can you do for your surrounding areas? What can you do that's nonprofit organizations that can increase something better for your community? What if that $1 million you came up with a good idea to be able to bring something to their family and your friends and community to be able to help out that? We talked a lot about, I want a 500-acre retreat. And within that retreat, it's got the garden, it's got everything is there in a compound community that is going to be able to give back to the community within jobs, within food, within stability, within that area. So there's many things that I have a bigger vision for that is coming. Why? Because that's my mindset. That's the thought process I put to it. Do I have all the actual funds for it now? No. But guess what? In my head, it's already there. I envisioned the driveway already. I've envisioned the buildings already. I've envisioned the whole layout already. So now I've given myself intentions on what I want and where I'm going. So with that intentions, I gave it the mindset that no matter the cost, it's coming, because that's the energy that I'm giving to it, the focus that I'm giving to it.
Thomas, can I share something with you all? So my fiance, Roxana, she had a lot of light bulb moments yesterday. We speak a lot on exactly what Thomas is saying in this frame of mind, and practicing the power of positivity, learning how the law of attraction works, you reframing your mindset, working on your internal belief, self-analysis, self-development. We speak on all these things quite often. So, I'm always reinforcing these things in my conversation, with my other half. And she's on her own separate journey, but it was awesome. Thomas, and this, just her being at this event to grasp a better understanding of where I'm at and why we operate the way we do in our day-to-day. It's kind of like we've had conversations where she said, hey, why are you so happy? Or, you guys, everybody on here, you probably have experienced that at one point in time where somebody is kind of shocked why you're smiling, why you're so happy, why you have a certain spirit about you, or, like, hey, there's something different about this individual, but she had a lot of great light bulb moments. You've seen it, the glow in her face, like it was like aha, So I was just sitting there kind of melting in my seat like, man, I've been telling you some of these things for a while, and to see her face light up, based off of hearing it from Tony Robbins or hearing it from the Gary Vee, or Dean or anyone else that was on there speaking yesterday. It was a great experience, so to grow with somebody else is a great experience as well. But to see, somebody you're pouring out and you're investing in and day out, grow and grasp an understanding of that. I'm sure Thomas, he don't always take credit. I know he's so humbled he won't, but part of the reason why I've grown so much is he's taken, he's my mentor. So he's my upline, but he's also a mentor of mine. So, I've grown, and there's times when I didn't want to grow or I was frustrated or whatever. And he fed me along, kind of like helped me along to help me to grow, help me to mature in my business, and, help me to build up confidence within my own self. Yes, I still struggle with confidence issues, guys. As confident, as bold as I can be, and proclaiming things and speaking on stuff, but just to share, it's great to see somebody else grow in all of that. This is a journey, guys. It's not going to happen in one day, but taking that journey and pushing yourself for it day in and day out, you see, and to see that growth is such a beautiful thing within a person. It lets you know that we're on the right path and changing people's lives. Sometimes the person next to you might not get it. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. Stay encouraged. Stay positive. Keep pushing down that mental state. Keep pushing down that wall, that blockage, anything that is stopping you, that is creating any form of resistance. The reason why you're experiencing resistance is because, you've operated a certain way for a certain length of time, your family, your friends, whatever, the way we process, that there's stuff that has to come down in order for us to get to another level, in order for us to see the unlocking and go, oh, it might be something we've experienced and seen over and over and over again, but something clicked today differently. There's going to be something Thomas is going to learn, that Jen's going to learn, that, that Shannon's going to learn today, and one of you, Nick's going to learn today, whatever, that boom, and it's not nothing. It might not be something new, but it's going to click in a different way, and you're going to have an aha moment, and go, wow, okay, and you're going to grasp something new, man. We're on our own separate journeys, all of us, but to be growing in this way, and what we're doing day in and day out, and being online entrepreneurs, our entrepreneurs in life in general, it's not just on the online spectrum. Man, it's a beautiful thing, guys. I'm really grateful this morning and appreciative for the community I'm in, for the growth that I see everybody else on in their own journeys. I'm grateful for my own growth, in this business. Stopping and reflecting and looking back a year ago, 2 years ago, I would have never seen myself where I'm at today. So I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah.
Yes, to see everybody's awakening to different things, because like he's saying there, it is a process of many years that you have taken and learned from those that you were around as you grew up, and you've seen that same mentality, you've seen that same mindset, the lack of, and all the other stuff, right? So that was the way we were raised, because that was the norm. This is something totally new, this educational platform that is out here and that is shifting the world. And so this is something totally new that is throwing people for a loop, because what? If you don't know, you don't know. So right now, this is something a lot of people don't know about. A lot of people are scared about, because they've heard so many horror stories from the online world, so many horror stories of people that got in that didn't follow through and actually have the correct mindset first before they dove into something. Then when they dove into it and then they tried it for a short period of time and it didn't work for them, and then they're like, oh, that's all bad. That's all bad. So they put a assumption to the rest of it for all, and then what do? They go out there, and when it's something negative or it didn't work for someone, what is the first thing that they do? They go bashing to all of their friends and all of their families and saying, oh, that ain't worth it. You shouldn't be doing that. Don't, why? Because it didn't work for them. But guess what? It will only work for you if you put your mind and your focus to it and your energy to it. Because if you, just like smoking a cigarette, if you want to quit, you're going to quit. If you don't want to quit, guess what? You're going to pick another one back up. Easy as that. Same thing with drinking, same thing with anything else that you want to do within life. If you don't get up and you say, I'm going to make this happen, it's not going to happen. It's going to keep continuing because it's a habit. Now, all we're doing is showing people a new habit on thought process, a new habit on new words that you're giving to yourself. And then we're going to show you how to break the chains of the past history life that you have within your head saying, I'm cursed. My family's always had this. Or, this has always been the way it's been within my family, and this is the way it's always been done. That's the biggest words that you hear in every corporation and every family. This is the way it's always been done. Guess what? There is new ways. There is new ways to evolve on a day-to-day basis because this world is continuously moving, and so should we. The water is always flowing down those rivers. So should we. Always flow and evolve with this earth and this energies and these vibrations and stay in a continuous motion of learning something new. Because they said it yesterday, because if you're not innovating, you're dying, right? So are you moving yourself into a new direction? Do you want to? Now, go look in the mirror and start talking to yourself. Start writing down the goals. Get you a journal. Start putting it down and road mapping your life just like you would do your vacation. Road map your life as fun as you do your vacations. Those excursions that you plan out, those trips that you're going on, the excitement that you had for that entire 2 or 3 months before it got there because you could only wait for that 4 or 5 day vacation that you're about to get. Now know your entire life is a vacation and treat it like one, because today is the first day that you've been able to get up and then actually enjoy your life and say, you know what, I want this every day. Say thank you for it. When you go to bed tonight, say thank you for it. Thank you for the day, everything I was able to do, the people I was able to meet, the things I was able to create, the places I was able to go, the new foods that I was able to, eat, things like that. Did you say thank you for all of that? And saying thank you for the bed and the blankets and the roof. We say that all the time. If you're not being grateful for what you truly have in your life now, you're not going to be grateful or be able to receive what you're actually asking for to the universe. Because many people sit down, they wait until they get into a desperate state of something going on in their life, and then they drop to their knees and they say, Lord, please get me through this. Now we're going to tell you to start asking before the problem even happens. Before something actually comes up, some situation that has got you all stressed out. Say thank you for the day, and then watch the stress not even be there, because you're going to wake up with intentions to say, you know what, I'm going to have a good day. It's going to be a flowing day. I'm going to have a Famtabulous Friday. Add a new word. I made it up. Yes, it's okay. I can do that sometimes because I'm the one that typed it up. Hey, so it is. We have a family right here, and it is a fabulous day. So are you having a good day? Did you get up with a smile? Did you give up and give intentions to what you want for today? Did you say thank you for everything that you have? And then end the day the same way. Simple as that. But many people overcomplicate that small step because they don't fill their cup up first. If you're not filling yours up first, then guess what? You will have the exact day that you don't plan. If you get up and you say, I'm going to wing it today, hey, have fun with whatever comes along. Okay? So if you're winging the day, just make sure you say, you know what? I'm just going to wing it today. Look, like I said, have a good time. Kick back. Say, you know what? It's a good day to have a good day, even if I am sitting right here, even if you aren't moving yourself in another direction. But if you're sitting there and you're just sitting back and you're enjoying the day, now say thank you for the sunshine. Say thank you for the beautiful blue skies. Say thank you for the birds and the butterflies that are flying by you as you're just relaxing. Do we need that sometimes? Yes. Go unwind. Go kick back, have a good time. But just know when it's time to get up and get back to life, get to life. Get back to take care of your business and what you need to do. What do you need to improve on in those areas? So know that you can have a balance between life and work. And then sometimes you can make them co-create together and have fun with it all the time. Because me, I'm a continuous person that's always looking at opportunities in some shape, form, or fashion. How can this make me happier? How is this going to fill my belly? How is this going to bring smiles to my face? Things like that. All while I'm working at the same time. So when you do what you love, it's not work anymore, right? So getting up every day to be an affiliate marketer, to be able to know that I can touch people's lives across the world with a touch of a button, know that I can get on a conversation and work somebody through some issues that they have. And what are they doing? They're answering their own questions in that conversations with a few questions that I may ask. Then they're going to answer their own. because they're the ones that got to break themselves down, not me. I'm not a psychiatrist, but all I can do is give you some words to ask yourself. And then it's going to be like, I didn't think of it that way. Well, guess what? All we're doing is giving you a new perspective. That's it. We're giving you a different perspective to a way of thinking. Okay. Opened up a different light that you haven't ever heard that question before, or you never asked yourself that question. So are you getting up every day and you're saying, am I happy today? Say, no, I will be happy today. I will make everything be the greatest day of the day. Why? Because I'm surrounding myself with people. I'm putting my energies and good thought processes to everything. So it will be an awesome day to accomplish whatever I choose. And guess what? I know the universe heard me. And guess what? They seen that I wasn't resisting. And now those things that I asked for shall be here. So it's a good day.
Thomas, right. Can I add something to something I caught revelation to this past weekend? Yesterday was something I thought about. Remember when we were asked that question when we went to the Awaken event, and we got that shocked response like, "You guys do this 7 days a week?" It's like, yeah. How do you even come up with material? What do you speak about? But, all of these things, of course, came about. And listening to all of these speakers speak yesterday, I caught revelation to people are getting this for free. The material we're speaking on, to go to an event and pay for this event and hear a lot of the exact same things we speak on day in and day out. A lot of the stuff we post about day in and day out. A lot of the books we're reading. A lot of the material we're focusing on. A lot of everything we're doing, Thomas. Everything to the T, brother. To know that people are getting this for free every single morning from us on this platform for what we're doing. And there's people who are paying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, to hear somebody say some of the stuff we say, to speak on and just elaborate on some of the topics we do, and examine the perspectives that we do, and then put those things into practice. And, you say it all the time. Sorry, it's a notification. You say it all the time. This is not new practices. A lot of this stuff and material has been around for years and years and years. People just aren't hip to it. They're not knowledgeable about it. They don't know how it works. They don't have an understanding, of everything, So, but to be able to be on this platform and not only receive, partake, be a part of it, be a contributor, and not have to pay for it, and us be able to give this to the public, for us to give this to the world, man, it's a wow moment, Hey, I live in inner city, man. What do you want? What do you want me to tell you? You hear an ambulance rolling by every once in a while,
Well, at least we didn't hear the pop pop, So that's good.
You don't hear too much. You don't hear too much of that around where I live. So that was the other location.
But what you're talking about right there, the thousands that people pay for investing to go listen to these speakers at these. Why? Because they have succeeded in their areas and their fields. So that's why we go and listen to them. And you probably could have went up there and talked on stage for them just as well, Julio. So, and that's what we're working towards. And that's what we heard at our event over here yesterday. What are you bringing to the public? What are you giving them for free? Dale, turn your mute it, baby. Mute. There we go. We got 5 computers going in this house at one time, guys. So, we've got network marketers that are flying all over the place in this home right now where we're at this Airbnb.
A lot of feedback.
Yeah, a lot of feedback. So, what Julio is saying right there about the speakers in the event, the main guy that is with us, that's with Cameron George, made millions at 21 years of age with this online world when it first started back in the early days, and has done nothing but build more corporations and organizations across this world. And is now part of our leadership within our organization. And he was saying yesterday, he's been working privately with clients, and the phone calls are $10,000 an hour. So for 1 hour, you want to get some true knowledge, somebody that can break down your business and your stuff from beginning to, when in that conversation for that 1 hour. So just know that, like he's saying, we're investing within ourselves in everything we're doing. Whatever educational platform you're going through, or whatever product that you have purchased into, and whatever that you're doing. If you're building a brick and mortar, that's an investment within you. The products that you put in there, that's an investment for you to be able to bring monetary funds. So knowing that, you can move yourself in different realms of this online world of space. Go ahead, Julio.
No, I was just going to say, I was having a conversation with one of my brothers on here the other day about mentorship and paying for mentorship and things of that nature. JJ, you're going to come up with material. JJ, you're going to come up with material. You're going to be selling the material to other people. The hell with trying to meet up with other people and pay for them to teach you something, because the nuggets that you're gaining here every single morning, and you coming up and showing up here and promoting this and doing this, I speak that into your life, my brother. You're going to come up with your own material and be selling people like, look, I try to mess with you guys for so long, it's not even funny, and wasted my time. I gain more in the mornings, and what I get from the morning motivational show than I can ever spend an hour with you or pay for an hour or two with you. I came up with my own material. This is how you do it. You guys are lames in the real game. So just to encourage you, my brother.
Encouraging everybody to do something more. Go ahead, JJ, I see you.
I kind of love plugging this place because of what it's done. And, the simple fact of the matter is that this is something that people pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for. And we get it for free. People don't even have a clue how valuable this place is, and they just can't see the forest for the trees. But as far as my own personal situation is concerned, I like to share the experiences that I've had, that whether it's someone else who's benefited from this, or whether it's me that's benefited from it, the confirmations that I've had in my life over, because I think as I look back, I think it's been about 6 months now that I've been in here pretty much every morning. And in this last month, I've been going through a real interesting trial and period in my life that I really think if it wasn't for this place, this is the place that keeps me sane coming in here with what I've been going through. Because it's tough. It's tough to pay somebody a bunch of money for training and have them set appointments with you every morning, and you're literally getting to bed at 1 a.m. and dragging yourself out of bed at 4:30 in the morning and getting up and getting ready, going through your routine, getting ready for the training, and then that person says, "Oh, I'm not going to make it," and it's just like day after day after day after day of this happening. And it the only thing that's keeping me sane through this whole situation is being in here, because it's happening pretty much every single morning. And then I get in here and this place brings my level back up again, and it's helping me keep my level up. It's helping me keep the positivity rolling, even though the things that I'm imagining and planning in my own head are not happening the way they're supposed to. I'm still staying positive and still working through it. And that's all I can say, you guys, is to everybody out there that's listening to this, this is the best thing that you could do for yourself, literally. As far as if you want to change your life, like my friend Holly that's on here right now, her life, she's going through a tough time too, but she decided that she's going to make a change. She's going to start with herself, and that's what she's doing. It's so warm. It warms my heart so much to see her in here every morning, and it's just fantastic. You guys, the people need to realize what kind of value this place provides. And Thomas, thank you. It's
you know what they spoke about yesterday? They use the same concept we use, Thomas. oxygen mask, getting on the airplane. It's exactly they used it yesterday. I started laughing. I look at Roxana and I just started cracking up. And she's like, "What's so funny?" And I'm like, "You don't get it." I'm like, everything I'm hearing today is just reaffirming what I speak on, what we speak on in the morning show, what Thomas speaks on, you know, what just everything, you know. And she's like, "That's good, right?" And I go, "Man, it's just a great revelation to know that you're on the right path, you know, to know that how everything is just coinciding together." That's exactly what they spoke on. They go, "Oh, well, then, you know," Tony Robbins goes, "Oh, yeah, when you get on an airplane, they tell you to put the mask on your child first, right?" And everybody's like screamed at him, "No." You know, he goes, "Exactly. You got to put yourself on. You got to help yourself before you help somebody else." You know, he goes, "So you got to work on yourself. You have to work on your own self-image, your own mentals, your own thinking, the way you process internally every single day, and then you can help somebody else." You know, it goes to what Scripture says: "Don't be so quick to point out the speck in your brother's eye if you have a log in your own." You know, continue to work on yourself internally, work on your own mental growth, work on your own mental progress, work on your own frame of thinking and how you process on a day-to-day basis. First, you change that, you know, and they spoke a lot about perception, and how this plays a role in everything you do in your business and your image and how you portray yourself, your encounters of day to day. And they spoke on what JJ just spoke on, you know, you keeping yourself, you know, at a certain level. You said, "Oh, I got in here and it got me to the, you know, to the right mentality." Well, how do you get to that point day in and day out? You as an individual, you listening to this, you know, you watching this, whether it be streaming, you know, or you're on here and, you know, one of the people who are featured or whatever are allowed to speak, you know, what is that going to, how are you going to get there? You know, how are you going to get your mentals there to that frame of mind, to that thinking, to that processing? You know, we can all, it's up to us to take ourselves there. We have to help ourselves. We have to digest this ourselves. We have to progress from this ourselves. We're growing every single day in this, guys. You know, so it's up to you as the individual to grasp this. You know, you can change your entire reality. You can change. You believe it. You have to believe it within yourself. You get to that point, man. You can take yourself great places. You work on that self-image. You work on you know, you developing yourself. You growing yourself. You maturing yourself. You know. You can get yourself in the right frame of mind day in and day out, man. And they said it yesterday too, Thomas. You win the morning, you win the day. You know, a lot of speakers said that yesterday. You win the morning and you win the day, you know. So just to hear a lot of the same concepts we explore every single morning, the stuff we speak on every single morning, emphasized by each and every individual speaker, how to get yourself to that frame of mind where you're thinking positively every single day, no matter what, no matter the situation. Let me tell you that Tony, one of big emphasis Tony was speaking on is operating on a higher frequency and how to maintain that no matter what. That we're the only creation and the only thing where we can take ourselves from being to a depressed state to being in a happy state to being in a sad state we have that power. So he had you do this mental small practice where you're sitting there and you're envisioning you're envisioning yourself winning, you're envisioning you hitting all these goals, hitting these strides, and you're envisioning your business being what you want it to be and all this stuff, and you know, putting yourself in a happy place. There was so many individuals with tears on their eyes crying because mentally they envisioned themselves, they took themselves there to that place of accomplishment, they took themselves there to that place of victory, that place of where I want to be in my business, you know, and boom, they have tears drying down their face because, you know, and it's like, well, what's it going to take in order for you to get there? You know, small practice. But that's what a lot of the stuff we speak on here every morning, taking yourself, envisioning yourself, you know. The word says, speak those things that are not as though they were, you know. So even though you're not where you want to be, focus and meditate on where you want to be. Envision yourself where you want to be. You can get there. Start to see yourself where you want to be.
Yes.
They jumped out and came back in.
All right. That one. Yes. Where do you want to be? Scott, I see your hand up. We got 2 minutes for you, and then we got a couple other people got their hands up. So go ahead, Scott.
So make it plate.
I just wanted to say good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are having a fabulous time there. Love you guys. Another thing is, just thinking about starting your own business and everything like that, guys. Everything that happened to me a while back and all that and everything, I just had to learn to invest in me and figure out a different way to go about things and start doing that. And when I did start doing that, I was still kind of depressed because I actually had everything taken from me. I literally started over with the outfit on me and 2 outfits in the truck. And when I came on to figuring out, hey, I got to start working on me first, developing me, disciplining me, and knowing what my vision is, and know what my true inner you was. Let me roll this window up real quick. That when I started that and got into the business, I was understanding that, but I was still finding myself depressed because, like I said, I had the outfit on me. I had 2 outfits in the truck and literally $160 in the bank, and that's all I had. So I'm like still finding myself depressed in the truck and all that stuff. But when I found you guys, which is the community and everything, you guys just ain't a community to me. I find you guys as my family. I love each and every one of you guys. I've met you and Carol personally, shook your hand, hugged her. You guys you guys mean a lot to me. I mean, you've done a lot for me. And just coming in here, that has took that depression away. That's took that negativity away. That's gave me a different vision and a different outlook on the life, just coming in here each and every morning. Everyone knows I'm up 3, 4 o'clock every morning and all that. And I can't wait to get in here. There's Thomas. I'm sitting there, I'm already clicked on. I'm like, where's Thomas at? Where's Thomas at? So, I'm always waiting here, trying to get here, wait on you and everything. But, we just got to wait. I'm in a different time zone sometimes too. But you guys have changed my outlook, changed everything. And just being in here has gave me that positive outlook and has changed my life. So know, guys, that there's a vision and know that you got a purpose and there's someone out there to help you out. And you can start your own online business, get your time back for you, get your time that you can design that life for yourself, never miss the milestones. And you got individuals out here to get you in that positive mindset and know that you already had that potential. Everything's already there. Don't say, hey, I'm going to use the excuse, I got to find myself. You don't have to find yourself, guys. You're already there. You just got to take that first step, take that potential. Go ahead. Step forward, climb the ladder. No matter what the obstacle is, you got the potential.
Things are brilliant.
Do it.
All right. Love it. Yes. You already found yourself. You were born.
I love it.
Heart beating. All right, Brother Timothy, go ahead. We've got a couple minutes.
I have something to share with everybody, if that's okay. I've got some readings here that I've had these things for like 12 years now. So they're just kind of like little mantras that I say to myself in the mornings or whenever I feel like I need it. I haven't read them for a long time. I just kind of dug them up and out. And so anyway, here we go. I have a mind that is open to everything and attached to nothing. I am treasuring my divinity. I'm avoiding thoughts that weaken me. I'm grateful for my entire experience, my creative power, and spiritual awareness. I'm unwaveringly courageous based upon knowledge of self. I'm exercising self-control with a keen sense of justice and definiteness of decision. I am sympathetic and understanding. I am a master of detail. I willingly assume full responsibility for all actions. I am cooperatively creating power. I am balancing my personal, family, and career life. My home is a sanctuary of peace, love, and sharing. I am learning and teaching to and from all others to love and learn and to work to develop their own unique talents. I am exercising honesty, sympathy, and unconditional love. I accept myself for where I truly am in regards to emotional, physical, and spiritual growth. And yeah, there's a whole bunch more of those, but that's enough for now. So
that's awesome. And that stuff you're feeding yourself, and that's power right there. He's giving himself the own affirmations that he has written down and what he feels good within him to make him uplift in the morning. And when he hits that mirror and he's saying it, he feels like it's $1 million, and then what did he did not have to do? He didn't have to go out and drink that shot of tequila or anything to make him feel powerful. Because most people, when they get that whiskey in them, what do they feel? 10 feet tall and bulletproof. But when you can wake up and give yourself this energy, and when you can wake up and give those affirmations like he just did to himself right there, what did he do? He just made himself 10 foot tall and bulletproof because he gave himself the power. And he didn't have to do it with something illegal or any kind of other drugs. So Kudos. Awesome on those affirmations right there. Keep that up, Timothy, because that right there is what will keep you motivated each day. Keep yourself going. Julio said it earlier. You have to get up and say, you know what? We got this today. Come on. Hey, let's make it rock. Be your own cheerleader. You have to in the mornings because nobody else is going to, because everybody else is waking up with their own attitudes in the morning. So now, what is your attitude that you're giving to you? Great message. I love that. Yes, we have some new people in the house today, and we want to thank everybody that's coming out on the live feeds and here as well. We got Mr. Sam Tran and a few other new ones that's coming in here with us today. Sam, thank you for coming out. He is a man that is moving a mission across the world to change lives just as well. And his energies that he is moving, God, we love it, guys, because everybody in here is doing something to shake up what's going on around them. They're shaking up their lives, and guess what? Other people around you are starting to feel it. So, guys, we've got to get rolling here shortly. So we're going to pass this on to Miss Shannon right there. She does the morning affirmations. Timothy gave some great ones as well. If you can, if you're not driving, kick back just for a second. Listen and receive the things that he gave you. If you have to, go back into the recordings on the YouTube channel, Thomas Lee Warden, and listen to those affirmations that Timothy and Miss Shannon's about to give out. Make yourself feel good. Start writing down your own in the morning of what makes you feel good. And then you will see something different within your life. So, awesome job, guys. Miss Shannon, go ahead.
Good morning, everybody. Every day, in every way, I'm getting happier and happier. Happiness is contagious, and I spread happiness to others and absorb happiness from others. I am worthy of everything good in life, and I deserve to be happy. I have everything I need to be happy right now. My dreams are coming true every day, so let's make some magic today.
Awesome. Let's make some magic today, guys. Go out there and have fun. This is your Saturday. Put your excitement to it. Get up there and go play out in the grass outside Mother Nature and have fun outside in the world. Just know it is continuously moving. So should you. Be evolving, guys. Do something new within your life today. Do something different out of the norm that you have never done, that you always wanted to. You know, you wanted to travel over to this little city and go check out this park or that museum or something different over there in another little state. Go for it. It's a Saturday. It's a beautiful day for a drive. Go out there and enjoy the adventures of life. Love and appreciate you all, guys. We will see y'all tomorrow.